James with Creative Audio. We are in fabulous Las Vegas for KnowledgeFest. What that's going to be is a seminar setup. We can actually learn about new products that are coming in and also take a look at some of the stuff that's out in the market and work with our vendors to find great applications to be able to use in your vehicles. Now that we're inside on the showroom floor, our first stop is our partners at Kicker. So we're going to take a closer look at some of the new products they've got coming out, from enclosures, amplifiers, speakers, and some new innovative products that they're going to be bringing out as well. So Kicker has the new LX amplifiers that we just did the video about out here on display, showing all the feature sets that you're going to get whenever you're using the CC. So this is going to give you that control center for whenever you're setting up your amplifier. And again, you can see the RGB coloring here and then the reversible logo. So the nice thing about that is, depending on your installation, you'll be able to get that orientated depending on where you're going to be mounting it. One thing we always like to remind people about is that Kicker actually is a full line brand. So they make source units for your marine applications or even some of your custom applications. So if you don't have the room to do a full double DIN or single DIN, you can actually put one of these marine grade radios in, and they're all going to be IP6 rated. Down here we've got the rough and rugged new power bars. So they've got a 6-speaker power bar that has a built-in amplifier, so you can use this on your golf cart, UTV, wherever you need to add sound that you don't need to do a full installation. They've got a 6-speaker, and then back here you can see we've got the larger 10-speaker. So these sound great, tough, rugged, good looking, and it's exactly what we expect from Kicker at this point. Kicker also has their wide range of tower speakers. So you don't have to just use these on a boat. You can use them on several different applications. Basically anything where you can mount it to a tube or a flat surface, these are going to give you plenty of sound. So whether it's the KMPC that's got the horn loaded compression driver, or something with a tweeter in it for whenever you're up close, there's so many different uses for these, built-in RGB. But you can see the example in the vehicle that we've got here is you can actually load those into your bed, get sound out whenever you're overlanding or wherever you're going to be using it. You're going to get plenty of that sound where you want it. Taking a closer look at the power cans, this is something that a lot of people have not taken a look at from Kicker. This is a very innovative product. This is a amplified Bluetooth streaming pair of speakers. So again, golf carts, custom applications. We have customers that are mounting these on barbecue grills. So really, anywhere that you need that sound, this is going to be a one and done setup. If you don't need the bigger power bar, this is going to be a perfect solution. Something you don't see everywhere is Kicker actually brought out the Solo X's. So we've got the 10-inch, the 12-inch, and the 15-inch. Looking at these in person, whenever you see specs or pictures online, you don't get an idea of exactly how big these are. You can take a look and see the motor structure, the depth. This thing is made to move some serious air and handle some serious power. Taking a closer look at the Solo X, you can take a look at this and just see that it means business. So from the heavy duty terminal connections to the vents down here, this is going to be really buildable in the field. So if you're doing a competition, you can actually order replacement pieces to rebuild this and keep going. So when we're looking at some of the stuff that we've already covered on the out of the box series, we noticed some good friends here on the Premium Marine series, but there's something new down here that we haven't seen yet. This looks to be coming out soon, and it's going to be an L7T dual 12 downfiring enclosure. So if you're going to be putting this in a late model truck, a UTV, SUV, anywhere that you're going to need a ton of sound, not a lot of space to be used, this is going to be very cool. We're excited to see this one coming out. We just recently built out a bunch of custom bundles utilizing the new Pro Audio series speakers from Kicker. So what's really nice about this is going to be for the guys that are trying to keep up with those Solo X's, powered by the Warhorse. You need something that is going to cut through all of that noise. So that's going to be where this bullet tweeter comes into play and these oversized mid-ranges. So we see a lot of guys doing these in custom installs for some really cool stuff that they're doing. They're running 3, 4, 5, 6 of these in each door. So wild sound, very loud, but it pairs perfectly with the competition series of subwoofers. Now there's mids and highs to keep up with that too. We've got the full line of KM amplifiers, and then we're also going to have the KXMA. So these are going to be the high end of the marine audio, and then also these are going to be very versatile and come in at a great budget with plenty of power. They all have a family look, small footprint, and then whenever you go up into the KXMA, these are going to be some of their higher end amplifiers. Again, that family look, so you make sure you get something that looks just as clean as it does sound.
Everybody loves a little bling. It's Vegas after all. So whenever I see gold-plated amplifiers that's bedazzled like the Flappy Pocket jeans, you know that it's gonna be something cool. So this is Memphis limited edition 60th anniversary series. So you're gonna notice this gold look with the jewels on the top, and that's gonna go from amplifiers to subwoofers, limited edition, but this is very cool and a nice touch. Mojo is back. And when I say back, look at it this big time. We've got high excursion, oversized surround, so that's gonna move a ton of air, selectable impedance technology, woven tinsel leads. This thing is made to move some serious air. I'm ready to see this in some installs. And I can almost lift it. One of the biggest features that you're gonna notice when looking at new PRX woofers is this glowing ring. So this is actually built into the cone itself. So the cone of this subwoofer actually has the RGB built into it. So you can see the connector here to be able to wire that up to your choice of LED controller. That's gonna be a cool custom touch that you're not gonna see in any other subwoofer. I think as the kids would say, it's lit. You can see that we've got backlighting here that's gonna shine down on the cone. Taking a look at the side, you've got an LED ring that goes around the front of the speaker, but something that's really cool that Memphis has done is they've actually integrated the LED and the branding to the end of this. From what I understand, this can be orientated depending on how you're gonna be mounting it. As you can see, this is mounted on top of a bar instead of hanging down it as it would in a boat, but you can actually orientate that logo so you get that cool custom look with all the LEDs that everybody needs. Not only does Memphis make tower speakers, they also make coaxes, but something that's unique to them is gonna be a 6x9. So there's a few boats out there that require a 6x9, or if you're putting them in the bag lids on your Harley, this is gonna be cool because you actually get a 6x9 marine grade speaker with LED. That's something that's unique to Memphis that they've had really good luck with, and we enjoy installing these at the stores.
And here's some of the newest features from Cicada that are some of the neatest features for your bag lids, and these are the wave guides. Justin will tell you a little bit more about it.
So these wave guides are going to let you use one of our massive RR3T motor structures for some serious output. This right here goes in a bag. If you're going to do bass, isn't going to require a baffle because there is nothing to move. So these here are going to allow you to do it in an 8-inch application or a flush mountable 6x9 to raise it and make the most room in your bag. Right here, you're looking at our newest tweeter. This is a 3/4 inch small surface mountable or flush mountable tweeter right here. This RR05T, you can flush mount, or it has a bucket to surface mount. And you can see it in our Street Glide over here, mounted with our new Street Glide grill component system. So this puts the tweeter up in the corner so that your mid-range is not interfered with any output. All right, so we've had our CX amplifiers for a while. We have a 250 watt 2-channel, we have a 600 watt 4-channel, and we have a 600 watt 4-channel that has built-in DSP. You can Bluetooth right to this amplifier if you don't want a head unit or any kind of source unit. Our flex amplifiers are new last year, but we're adding to this line every day. This is gonna be the little powerhouse. This is our 700.4. As you can see, it fits in the palm of my hand. This bad boy will do up to 900 watts of RMS power with a 4-gauge input in this platform. So we have the 700, we have the 1000, a 1400.4, we have a 2000.4, and then we also have 2 monoblocks, which are 1601 and 2501. And one of our most popular ones is this guy. This is a 1400 watt amplifier, 350 by 4, with a DSP built into it. So you can tune your bike perfectly with this amplifier and run most systems. All right, so one of the cool things we offer at Cicada too is a solution for an entire bag. Right here, you're looking at our bag kit with an 8-inch lid already built in. And this is a complete bag. So if you guys are updating your bike or whatnot, this is gonna be something for you. The cool part about it is these things have our subwoofers cut into them already, with either an 8-inch lid or our 6x9 cutting kit.
Direct replacement is the name of the game when it comes to these new JVC units. So you can take a look here. This looks and mounts like a factory radio, retains the pocket itself, but they're gonna be coming out with a whole lot of new Maestro-oriented units that are gonna have a separate brain box, utilize a new screen. So if you have a factory screen that's failed, whether you need to do replacement and get an upgrade so you can get that wireless Android Auto and CarPlay. Don't replace the car, replace the radio, and you can do it now with the new direct replacement from JVC. So if you remember the video we did of the plug and play kit for the 24 and up Harley, Kenwood's got these out on display so we can take a look at that and see the different applications. That's going to get you a nice plug and play solution without going too much into the bike itself and giving you that upgraded power. Kenwood's also showcasing their Exelon X Series amplifiers. You're gonna notice all these have a family appearance, designed for high res, big power, small footprint, multi-channel amplifiers with that 3-year Exelon warranty. And of course, we also have the Exelon coaxes and components. So if you're looking to put together an entire Exelon system, you can do it all within that ecosystem. So great power, great sound quality, big warranty. So very cool stuff coming from Kenwood.
Troy from Creative here. We're at KnowledgeFest. Want to check out some of the stuff PowerBass has to offer. One cool feature they have is they actually have an OEM integration line of products. So what this is, instead of having just a standard round speaker that we either have to sell you a part or modify your vehicle to fit into, this actually lines in with all the factory holes, the plugs, and everything you need to get the job done. If you're looking for a nice OEM replacement speaker after yours have gone bad, PowerBass makes some nice options. They got the 6.5 Chevy front door, it's most of your trucks, the 6x9 and 3.5 and the newer ones, Toyota lineup, Nissan lineup, Ford lineup. They come with all the plugs, the mounting hardware that uses all the factory locations and the factory plugs, so it makes it really simple for you.
So we're in the WavTech booth taking a look at the Thin Pro woofers. If you remember, we did an out of the box on that, but what's really nice is taking a look at how they have these mounted up to kind of give you a little bit better idea. So looking at the back of this 12 here, you'll notice that this has got the spider itself is going to be part of the motor structure. So that's going to give it that high excursion that you're looking for, but keeping it very shallow. As you can see, taking a look at the side of this display, these are functioning woofers that are ready to go, and you can see exactly how thin they are. So you pay a premium for that interior space and the cab space inside your vehicle, get the most out of it, and that's where a Thin Pro comes into line. So high excursion, thin, great power handling, great sound quality. So very cool piece.
One of our favorite parts about coming out to these events is not only learning about the products, but also seeing them used in custom applications. So JL brought out this Mazda that's got a full VX system in it with custom installation. You can take a look at some of the details, but you can also notice some of the custom touches that kind of give us ideas for custom installs in our retail stores or to give to our customers whenever they call in for an online order.
So our friends at Jensen have got their full line out here displayed, from the JS speakers that you'll find on our listings, as well as the floating screens and double DINs. So these are going to be feature packed for the price and great interface. So very cool to see all this stuff powered up and take a listen to it. Great value, great sound. Really happy to see them out here. Sony's out showing their strong, tried and true multimedia receivers, from double DINs to the floating screens. Depending on your application, they've got some really cool features built into these units. Android Auto, CarPlay, Maestro compatibility. There's some great options here, and it's a name that we've come to trust. In addition to the source units, they also have all of their XS series speakers out here for us to take a listen to. They sound phenomenal. It's going to be a nice drop-in replacement, and it pairs really well with their new XS woofers. So depending on which series of their amplifiers, whether it's the Mobile ES or if it's going to be any of the XAV source units, these are going to be perfect to be powered off that radio.
Voce 2, or Voice in Italian, is going to be the new series of speakers from Audison. So there's going to be designed to go back into a factory location or into custom pillars, depending on how you want to mount that, whether it be a two-way setup, a three-way setup, and then the crossover network. These are going to be very versatile, but they're designed to play the high res. So we're very excited about getting these in the stores and getting customers listening to them to see all the performance that's coming out of them. So you need the Audison power. You need the small footprint. You need something that has a built-in DSP. That's gonna be where the Forza series amps come in. So they've got the full line out here. The nice thing about this is it's a family look, high-res amplifiers, and then this is gonna be designed to be put into any of the newer vehicles with a stop-start, but also gonna take the high-level input from a lot of the Mark Levinson and other systems that are out there. Very cool product, great-looking amplifier, and we even like their displays. Out in front of us, we've got two different series of families, depending on your application and how you're gonna be using these, from Hertz. DP Power is gonna be that small footprint that we're looking for tons of power and that great sound quality we expect from Hertz. So very cool, great looking amplifiers, sturdy, rugged, and then you're gonna see the heat sinks here on the side, so that's gonna dissipate that heat. So depending on where you're mounting it, you're not gonna have to worry about that getting hot. Great for custom applications. Looks like Cento, pronounced Cento. These are gonna be the high-res amplifiers from Hertz. So again, similar to the DP Power, small footprint, but these are gonna be even bigger in power. When you take a look at some of the power output on these are gonna be phenomenal for custom installation. A lot of these will even fit underneath the seat in certain vehicles. So if you've got an under-seat enclosure and you need to find a place to put an amplifier that gets that great sound quality that you're looking for, that's gonna be where something like the Cento comes into play. So everybody knows we've got the 7 retail stores. A big thing in the spring and in the fall is gonna be bikes. So Hertz has got tons of plug and play amplifier solutions and speakers for all of your Harleys and other bikes that you're gonna have out on the road. So great customization. It's gonna be the power and performance you expect, but with that connectivity that you're looking for as well. So we mentioned that they're big in motorcycles. Not only are they big in motorcycles, they brought full-size motorcycles with a complete system installed on it, but we also have their custom display. So this is gonna show that they've got their bag setup that's gonna go in. You've got your drop-in factory replacements, and then also mentions all the integration that you can get with Hertz. So the sound pack coming from Hertz, that's great. Hertz, what do we got to do to get one of these in each one of the 7 stores?
We came, we saw, we conquered, we didn't even scuff our shoes. So we learned a lot, bringing back a lot of information. Everybody's reinvigorated and very passionate about some of the cool stuff that's coming. So make sure to like and subscribe and follow us along as we go on more adventures and learn more stuff.